Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons & Dragons. Before we jump into tonight's episode, we do have some quick announcements to get through, beginning with the sponsor of tonight's episode, Hot Topic, Sam.
This episode is brought to you by Hot Topic. As some of you may remember earlier this year. This year? What a year. Earlier this year, we had our first wave of apparel drop at Hot Topic, and we are excited to share the second wave. Now, apparel is fine. It's fine. But the best part about this Hot Topic gear is it's got so many more different uses than just wearing it on your body. You can life hack it. And in fact, I took some of their sample apparel at my home, and I life hacked it and showed you what else you can do with it. Let's roll that video right now. Brush and a bowl full of... What? Hey, kids! Good night noises everywhere. The end. Oh, I love you, big guy. An unexpected video.
Yeah, we totally just saw that.
I wonder what it's going to be like. Anyway, thanks to my wife, who may or may not have shot that. But it's not just clothing. We've added more characters. Nope. They'll edit this out. We've added more categories beyond some awesome shirts, like drinkware, a journal, some pins, buttons, a cool D20 backpack hanger. Backpack hanger?
Yeah, you can go ahead and hold that one up right now.
I have this?
Yes.
Oh, this is a backpack hanger.
Yeah.
I was picturing like a thing that you hang a backpack on.
I was like, that's just a hanger.
Oh boy, I'm dumb.
I'm up to the German in Raiders of the Lost Ark when he comes in going like, "Good evening, Fräulein."
And Funko Pops. We also have two amazing blankets with the beautiful artwork of critter artists Hugo Cardenas and Joseph Ramirez. And all of this is more is available through Hot Topic. So get onto bit.ly/Hot Topic CR and check it out. Laura, we brought some of the stuff with us tonight, right?
You did an amazing job, Sam, talking about all that stuff. But yes, we do have some of the stuff to show off tonight. So Sam has that fabulous
I don't know
hoodie.
if you can see that.
Hold on, I was gonna get to the pin.
I'm sorry,
but
Laura.
It's too freaking late now. Hold on the dang pin.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, what a lovely pin. And look at your hoodie.
And it's got a back to it too.
It does.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so cool.
I'm a big fan.
That is OG Kit Bus art, the original art.
So we have that. We have this awesome long sleeve Vox Machina shirt that's got all of our character icons down the sleeves. I'm doing a bad job showing that off. We have drinkware. Ooh. We have you are holding the
Liam O'Brien available now.
We have Liam O'Brien. We have a new Traveler Con t-shirt coming out there.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
We have an awesome. This is the Hugo artwork for our blanket. And then we also have our amazing Yasha blanket. Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
Wrap yourself up.
We got.
They're so smushy.
I can't see him do it at the same time. We got clapping hands.
That's our.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
That's so
Yes.
So yeah,
So
there's
freaking cool.
a lot. I think that might be everything, and you already held up the backpack.
I blew it. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is a backpack hanger.
Yeah. And there's other
save, good
things.
save,
Yes.
Sam.
And there are.
Rear view mirror dice.
There's a journal.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I didn't hold up the journal. Wait, give me a second. Oh, there's a critical role journal.
Wait, what are the tabs? What are those tabbies?
Already there.
Yeah, the tabs are going to be included, so you can open it to
Why didn't you lead with this?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I should have had you hold this one up, Marisha.
I need it.
So yeah, there's awesome stuff coming out. Check it
Life
out.
bling.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Wait, are we going to somebody else before I talk about my next thing?
I don't think so.
Okay, then I'm going to say my next
Go ahead. Laura.
We've never done this before.
Boy, think of all the money this company saves on rehearsal.
So I always talk about merch items and everything like that, but because we do pre-record a lot of these episodes, it's not always, I can't give you the most up-to-date merch stuff because sometimes it's out of stock by the time we actually air. So I'm just gonna tell you guys to keep checking out shop.critroll.com, and hint, hint, we usually post new things every Thursday morning. That's not in the announcement. And there's a reason that it didn't say to talk like that. But yes, and we have new stuff coming out to all the shops, including we're going to do the full run of the Vox Machina dice. All of the different characters are going to have a full dice set, so check in for that. It should be showing up soon. All right, I'm done.
And bail.
Or she starts juggling and doing fireworks.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Sam. Well-oiled machine. Damn, you have been busy. I believe those are all of our announcements. So, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Critical Role.
The adventure begins. They were always beside you, your nerdy best friends, and the DM to guide you. And they rise from the flames for the battles ahead. Villains beware, 'cause you're about to be dead. They got magic and flair. They got falchions and cunning. They don't see over there. There's a monster incoming. Inspiration is waiting. Rise up, don't think twice. Put your fate in your hands. Take a chance, roll the dice. Can you answer the call? Digging deep in your soul as the legend unfolds. Now it's your turn to roll.
What?
And welcome back. Yes, Sam. We're back. So last we left off, the Mighty Nine making their way northward to Isle Cross. What's that? Wow. It's gonna be a good night. The energy's already all sorts of weird.
Die!
The Mighty Nine had made their way northward, hired by Vestarogna, and then she died. So they, however, continued with their guide, Dagon, to lead them through the path preset by Ves towards the excavation of the ruins of Aor, heading a couple of the smaller excavations along the way. Along this path, you met with dangers and some strange encounters with Lucian and the rest of the Tomb Takers. In the A5 excavation site, after fighting your way down, you caught up to them where they had, it seemed, procured a large threshold crest object. And after a brief conversation, continued their trek northward with an invitation to follow suit should you wish to learn more. You guys then headed back out into the frozen wastes with a couple of choice encounters that involved turning dangerous things into turtles and really not having it be dangerous at all. You continued your trek. And at the end of the second day, we left with you transforming 3 of your party into giant eagles, picking up the remainder of your troop and flying best you could, for as long as you could, over the central mountain range that would normally bisect the paths northward to A2. So, Mighty Nine, as you continue trekking for the continued hour, which at full speed, I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of like 8 miles an hour, but if you go full speed, about 16 miles an hour, you can get quite a bit of distance as giant eagles and kind of definitely help kick up that lead that you're hoping to gain upon the Tomb Takers and their journey northward. So I take it you're going for the entire hour? Are you going full speed?
I imagine, yes, we will go full speedies. What is the, like, if you're walking in the snow, what's your speed you're normally at?
Without Dagon taking you along, it would be half speed. But because of his guidance and his knowledge of the space, and honestly kind of digging a groove through a lot of the snow and ice himself for you to follow in suit, it's pretty easy for you to get around comparatively.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should just full on skis as long as... Oh, come on. I'm gonna just follow Caleb and Yasha's lead with how fast they go.
Fair enough. So, a fair amount of distance.
We have Dagon with us, right?
You do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's carrying him.
Yeah,
Yasha is carrying...
I'm carrying.
I think it was Caleb, wasn't it?
It's whatever we said
Yes,
last
you
week.
are carrying Dagon. You're carrying Dagon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm carrying you and Fort. And you're carrying Caduceus info.
Yes.
You got it.
Yes.
All right.
That is.
So the journey for an hour going at full speed like this, at the end of it, a creature would need to rest. At least for an hour, a short rest to recover. Technically, because polymorph, anything and any exhaustion or damage that the eagle form would have sustained goes away with the eagle form. I don't know if you need to rest after that at the end of the transformation. Depending on how many spell slots you have per day, too, you can cover quite a bit of ground, which will definitely lessen the impact of the random tables, but where's the fun in that? But nevertheless, by the time you finish your first run as eagles and push a little bit further into travel, the day slowly begins to lose light. The gray sky seems to be growing darker, not just from the lack of sunlight, but it seems to be a cold front, and a heavy blizzard seems to be creeping on the horizon from the northeastern direction. But as you land, you could continue on for a bit, but you're now in the middle of the mountain range. So on foot here is going to be a problem based on the journey you guys were taking.
Well, why would we even bother with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can continue.
If you think it's safe to keep flying. Oh no!
What?
I can't polymorph Yasha too. I can only do it once a day.
Oh.
That still gave us a bit of time, and honestly, if there's going to be a storm hitting, we should probably find a safe place, even for the tower.
Hunker down for is it dark enough that we should take Dagon? Is it dark enough that we should take cover tonight?
Looking around, we probably got about, I don't know, 40 or 50 or so minutes before it gets real pitch.
Yeah.
Well, let's just lay down stakes here.
Find a place where we won't get snowed in the morning.
Yeah, and then in the morning we can polymorph again, and we can get us out of the mountain range at least, so that, we can travel on foot.
Can we poke about a bit until we find something like a crevice or something sheltered from the elements somewhat?
I think I found something. Follow me. And
Good work, Dagon.
Rangers, man.
I've been around here for a while. follow suit. And he goes ahead and leads you down. You could see the section where you landed, which was part of a kind of a smaller valley in the more jagged points of this small kind of mountain hill range. You can see he leads you into a small outcropping where there is probably an 8-foot indentation into the stone. And based on the smoothing of the ice, it looks like something of some element of warmth had made this a home temporarily for a while. Most of the ice around here looks rough and the snow built up there, but there was like a smooth kind of concave little alcove.
This is perfect. The wand gets jammed into the snow, and I take a moment, and before long, the door opens, and we have our home again.
Yay!
All right. You make your way into the tower, prepare yourselves for an evening's rest. If there's anything you wish to do before the night's done, you can speak up. Otherwise, we'll move on to the following day.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, after a night's rest, some fine food, some fine, not freezing sleep. The morning comes to, you gather your supplies, and heading back out of the doorway where you entered, you find yourself back at the center of this kind of mountainous valley in that same alcove. It is freezing cold now, and you can see there's quite a bit of snow has built up overnight. There is still a snow falling. It looks like the heavy part of the blizzard did pass over as you guys were resting, but as the doorway opens to the exterior of the tower, immediately snow kind of tumbles in from the entryway, and Dagon has to kind of push his way through as you guys are waking up and getting prepared to leave. He's like, this might be a problem. Goes ahead and sets down his little like glider metal front bits and pushes through, and eventually you guys all manage to exit without an issue.
Just throwing snow around the room while he's trying to clear it out, just to have as much fun as possible before it's no longer inside.
50 cats come out of the holes in the walls and just like that.
One of them gets like brain freeze and it's like it's a shame.
Oh God! Like those ping pong ball mouth traps.
Yep.
Oh no!
Perfect.
Like twisting bubble wrap.
But as you guys are all kind of there, adjusting to the extremely brisk temperature comparison to where you had slept the night before, Dagon kind of spins around and is, so we're taking to the sky again, right? I'm not leading for all this bullshit.
Point of thought. Do we want to burn that many spells now or at the end of the day?
Well, unfortunately, it's going to ruin the day if we try to get through this mountain.
We want to get off of this peak.
Yeah, what'd she say?
I'll burn this spell. It's okay.
Oh, we have lots of travel, right? We have.
What's the weather like?
Frightful.
It's not blizzarding, but it is snowing. Not like a gentle snow. It's a heavier snow, but it's not storming.
Okay. All right.
That's so. Evil time. What are we doing?
Yeah.
You don't, Laura,
He seems to be
you don't
excited
have
at the prospect.
Call up, do you?
We don't see anything around
I do
us,
actually.
right?
Okay.
We want to do a sweep of just the general landscape.
Sure.
I think I had it prepared yesterday,
All right.
so.
I'll assist Caduceus with a sweep
Just
of
in
the
case.
landscape to make sure everything's clear.
Am I okay? Yeah, I guess I'm looking.
Ford grabs the scruff of your outfit and just kind of holds you in a direction.
How's it look?
Perception beam.
Yeah. It's like the Caduceus hooded lantern. Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception with advantage.
With advantage? Or no?
Yeah, because he's helping.
Okay.
By pushing you in that direction.
Yeah, that's nice. 28.
28, okay. Glancing about, and the snowfall does obscure some of your vision, especially beyond about a 60 to 70 foot distance. You do catch on one of the nearby ridges, you glance up and you see like a bit of darker kind of black color, and you focus on it and you see a set of dark eyes.
There's something up there.
And you glance over and you see it shift out of the direction, and then a little bit over past the next ridge, you can see what looks to be about 5 or 6 wolves that are all kind of circling.
Oh, they're wolves. They're doing the thing.
Werewolves.
They're wolves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Stupid.
Yep, stupid.
Have we already become eagles while they're looking?
He did.
He did.
We're up. We're surveying the
Oh,
land
yeah,
from
I went-
above.
We should probably get a move on.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Now.
eagles.
All right.
Whoa.
So as you grasp the rest of the party, in the same arrangement, I assume, as the previous day's travel, immediately you all begin to lift up. Roughly the same time, and as you pull up away, once again you have an incredible, now better lit overall view of the treacherous mountainous terrain that you plop down in the middle of. You can see some scattering elements of trees and pine, but other than that, falling from this height would be terrible because a lot of the rock and exposed ice tends to come to a rather jagged point facing upward. But you can see immediately where you were, beyond what you can usually see, about 14 wolves had begun to circle where you had arrived, and they all kind of look up as you take off, and you imagine the frustration.
It's really for the best. It wouldn't have gone well for anybody. They can understand me.
They
which
can.
Makes me really happy.
They can.
That's the best part.
You feel good that at least you've notified them that it's no hard feelings.
No.
But nevertheless, pushing on ahead for the next hour of travel, that'll get you another 16 miles.
Great.
Were we just at the mountains that the Aloax Sanctuary is at the foot of? Is that where we were?
Aloax Sanctuary is to the west of this mountain range.
Oh, okay.
And then the lava river is to the east. Sorry, it's west for the sanctuary, and then east for the river. And you either choose one path or the other. And you guys decided, no, fuck it, we'll go over. So that's what you did.
Okay.
So
right.
we aren't going through Yeti Village.
No.
No, you guys are flying in between, basically taking a straight line.
Okay.
And we're still
shot.
south of where the flow shift would be on the map.
Correct. Yeah. In fact, with the Eagles travel, you're getting some time on there. You wouldn't make it all the way to the beyond the mountain range, but you will make it towards the decline and kind of the safer region to hike down. So early in the day, as soon as you sense the spell duration begin to fade, the Eagles all together, one following the other, probably following Caleb since you transformed first and would sense it before anybody else, begin to descend. Exactly. And he goes and glances down, you hear him shouting over the wind around you, blowing past. He's like, I think right there is probably the safest place. You can't see me because... Just go down!
That's the safest place. Right over there.
Nice.
To the right!
To the right.
Little left!
Little left.
Guiding you verbally as you guys begin to make your way down.
Like a ship. I love it.
Right before the spell duration ends, you safely come to rest on a small cliffside that begins to head into kind of like a relatively dangerous switchback pathway, natural switchback pathway with some gaps, but traversable. And as soon as you all land and go back into your forms, Dagon's kind of glancing over for a bit and just kind of biting the edge of his thumb and goes, I think we can make this work. All right. Keep up. And begins to wheel himself towards the edge of the first walkway downward. Any preparation you guys want to do before beginning to descend this side of the mountain range?
Dagon,
What?
how long would it have taken to walk this far?
This far probably would have taken an additional day of travel, if not a little more.
That's great.
Very good.
If the map is any indication, we're roughly just shy of completing a third of our way to A2.
Good work.
Yeah, 2 hours of work and about a day is not too bad.
Yeah.
All right, so
How are we getting down the mountain? Are we sledding down?
we are, well, some of you are walking. I'm sledding, I'm wheeling, and then we'll climb down where it's necessary.
Can we make like a big sled or something for all of us?
I mean, you're welcome to. I ain't getting in that shit.
There's no, like, trees around here, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Can
We have a...
Actually,
Paint
good
us.
point. Is there any
Paint on not.
fauna?
There are scattered trees. It's nowhere near as dense as some of the Empire mountains, and you can see a lot of them are kind of finding nooks and crannies. They're not entirely exposed to the elements, the dangers of the blizzard that would come through and eventually
Are there
kill them
any
off.
like rare cold mountain flowers growing on a cliff
Make a
face?
nature check.
You mean like rocks?
No, like a flower.
Rocks are the
like
flowers
a
of
fucking
the mountain.
flower.
Like a fucking flower, dude. 15.
15. You wouldn't be able to recall much for this far north. You
I
know,
don't see anything.
That was just recalling if there would be anything up here.
Yeah.
If you want to look specifically for anything, make a perception check.
If you find something
Can I
bad,
guide her?
turn
I
it
can't
into a
guide her, can I?
flower.
'Cause I don't know.
Okay.
She's just
19.
19.
Yeah.
On this part of the mountain range, you don't really see much in the way of gentle fauna.
Okay.
Flora or fauna. You do see some barer trees. You can see some of the taller pines that kind of push through the nooks and crannies of this mountainside. Tend to are bald in some places where it looks like heavy blizzard or storms may have stripped elements away, but nothing in particular what you're looking for. So, you traveling on?
I believe so.
Fucking sled.
Want to make a sled?
What would we use? Do we have any extra like cloaks?
Is it a sled just for you or a sled for everybody?
Here, you want to sit on my shield?
Take the shield.
That's what shields are.
Just
for.
your shield. Both of their shields are big enough for you to sled on.
Yeah.
I think we have an extra one in the bag of
I
holding.
might have an extra shield.
Perfectly good way to endanger ourselves unnecessarily.
Yeah, you get really fast, believe me.
I have an extra shield.
All right, I'll take your shield.
Do it.
He's probably the only one who hasn't seen Willow in this room.
I've seen Willow.
You have?
you? My kids just watched it a few weeks ago.
Hey.
Best Falcon roll ever.
Yep. So here you go.
Thank you. Oh, it's heavy.
It's a little heavy.
All right.
So as you take the shield and kind of walk up to the edge of the cliff where you saw Dagon's already making his way down, it's steep and rocky with trees.
That's not like a, I was picturing like a gentle slope.
No, I think it's like a double black diamond. Like you're the asshole that walks up
Yeah, it's
with the cooking tray, and you're like, no problem.
yeah. The Empire kids don't vacation up north here to ride down for the holiday. They're still on foot another like hour to an hour and a half of travel before you reach the base of the mountain.
So an hour and a half sled ride?
I'll give the shield back.
No, it would be like
Once we're closer,
a 4-minute sled ride, and whatever remains of you when you get to the bottom.
Very
Yeah.
little to break with. But I think you should.
once we're a safe distance down, it'll be
Yeah.
time.
There will be a moment where you will be able to sled. Just I would recommend not doing it right now.
Oh no, you're making me want to do
What
it.
if I turn her into a fish first?
I
worked
hate
before.
you so much. Why me? Why is it turned on to me? I was like 13 in that headshot, man.
Oh, you're so
14.
pretty.
Find that.
Oh, wow.
Is that before?
I don't even know how old I was.
It looks like it's
I
going
still
from this
lived
angle.
in Kentucky.
Okay, yeah.
That was when I was working for Actors Theater of Louisville. That's how old that shit is.
I can still see the unbroken dreams. It's amazing.
Yeah, see all the hope still in my eyes? It's great.
They were forged like Ford's sword.
So, traveling down the mountainside.
Cautiously behind David.
I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself because I've seen too much in the last couple episodes. I got 8 hours.
Fair enough.
No.
The journey is not that treacherous, especially thanks to Dagon leading you through. There are a couple moments in the mountainside where a rope has to be affixed and you all lower yourselves down before tugging or cutting it off. But as you make your way further, there is, at the end of the first hour of travel on foot, a moment where you, Veth, think dangerously, but possibly, there is a sleddable hill to the bottom.
Oh, we've reached that moment.
Yes, you have.
Caduceus, Mr. Clay, thank you. Hey, is there one side that's like, is it teardrop shaped? Is it?
It's round, but it's got some grooves, so it'll move in a direction.
All right. I'll position it in a.
Want to push?
Be careful, because when I did it before, my shield is circular too, and you tend to spin really easy, and then you can get a real good.
Okay.
Here, I'll hold the back so you can get on.
Maybe I can. What do I have? Let's see here.
Oh God, how dumb.
Do you have anything that could act as a rudder?
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
That was such a bad idea.
Following us.
Oh no.
What do you want to do?
How dumb do we want to
You know what? I have
Pretty dumb.
Beauregard's wind fan. So maybe I could like.
Never mind.
Like use it as like in Florida,
rudder?
those
Wind sails?
those swamp boats
Parasail?
that have like the rudders on the back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fan-
big ass fan?
Yeah.
I don't know, like a wind rudder.
Yeah, you can try it.
Sure.
A fan boat? Okay.
Fan boat.
Boy.
Sure. All right, so you position your fan. You get right up to the edge, and it's that like slow scoot. And right, you get to that fulcrum point where it begins to rotate, and that voice in the back of your head begins to regret everything that led to this moment. But it's too late now because
Right
you
before
begin
she
to
takes
tip
off,
forward.
I'm gonna just pat her on the back and say, "May the traveler guide you." And I'm gonna give her guidance on the way down.
Okay.
So one roll you get.
So there's one moment where you're like, you know what? I'm not going to do this, right? As you begin to back up, Jester goes "Psh," and gives you one little shove in the back, and you immediately coasting down at an incredible speed. The wind had already kind of numbed the edge of your nose and ears just traveling down the side, but now your whole face is numb. Your eyes are beginning to water and freeze on the edges, and you're just like, making your way down.
Making your way down.
Immediately, it begins to spin to one side, and you can see there's a cluster of trees heading up your way. What do you do?
I'm gonna fan left.
Fan left. You coast to the side, and as you do, the snow sprays off the back, and suddenly you're given even more force than you expected before. And as you do, you actually coast off the snow for a second. Impact hard. As you do, you're now kind of scooting towards. You see what looks to be a bit of a turn. But the speed that you have is setting you in a position where you can bank it maybe, but you're not sure what's beyond it. You can't really tell how it goes. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna wait. So if I continue, I'll be sort of flying up and over.
To whatever's beyond that.
And if could I try to make the turn? Okay, I'm gonna try to lean hard and fan right.
Yep.
Yeah, fan right.
All right. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
Okay.
And you get an added D4 to that.
Oh,
You do.
thank God.
This would be the way.
4, 2, 6.
Well, don't forget, you also can't roll lower than 10.
Oh, that's right.
Because acrobatics,
then.
you do have trained.
You're totally right. So that's a 22.
22. As you scoot along, you pull the fan to the side, and you guys watch as snow just sprays off. And for a second, you're afraid you lost Knot, and then you see the shape of her against the white snow, now coasting in the opposite direction. You turn around and scoot.
Should we be giving chase at all?
I know she's gonna be down there for a while waiting for us.
Let's just see how this plays out. Hold on.
Turn to the opposite side, you can see there's now a cluster of trees in your path. And you can try and maneuver through.
I'm gonna definitely try to maneuver.
Okay, go ahead and make 3 acrobatics checks for me, please.
It says on D&D Beyond, that there's a little green A next to acrobatics. Does that mean I get advantage all the time, or what is that? No, that's...
A means advantage.
Okay.
Do you have anything that gives you advantage in acrobatics normally?
I don't know.
Is it a halfling
Always
thing?
there.
Is it a rogue thing?
It just says
I have
there's
green
A
thing where
next
it
to
talks
it,
about, like,
always.
concentration.
I don't know.
Well,
Did you feed into it?
It's fine. We're fine.
until you discover what that is, it doesn't apply to this.
Great.
So,
Great. All right, here we go. 4 acrobatics checks?
3.
3, okay. 14.
14.
And a 1.
But you can't roll lower than
For sure. So that becomes a 10.
a 10.
Yeah.
It's a 10 plus your.
So the 14 is a 24, the 14 is a 24, and the 10 is a 20.
There you go.
Oh, God. Yes.
Yeah.
What? Jesus.
You are designed for this shit. You're
Hit the A.
Thankfully, your smaller halfling size means that you're a little more aerodynamic. The wind fan helping guide you from behind like a fan boat. And you knowing how to adjust your weight and positioning as you've been doing that for a good portion of your life to be unseen and to not make any sound. You lean back and find yourself dodging like between trees. A couple of them you actually kind of pinball off of. Ping, ping, until eventually the trees vanish and all you see is this, like what you think is a gradual decline. You're like, oh, cool. And then you realize it's a fast approaching cliff edge.
I got a bail. Oh no! Oh!
You are in the air.
No.
I know I should.
There is about
it again.
a 50-foot drop.
Okay, that's
No big deal for you.
no big deal.
I need you to go ahead and make one more acrobatics check to see if you can land properly.
Stick that shit,
my
Sean
God.
White. Let's go.
Yeah.
This is a higher DC,
Got this.
so
By the way, I don't get advantage. That's only advantage on escape from being grappled.
Gotcha.
Come on, Lindsey Vaughn, Super G.
Let's do it.
That's a 10. Do I still get your guidance? No.
No.
Okay. So that's a 20.
That's a 20.
Oh no. Oh no.
I want a Veth-shaped hole in the snow.
You watch as in the middle of the air, Veth kind of like kicks out the shield a bit, trying to pull some of that Yasha skin gorger snowboarding action, and the shield just kind of fitters out of your grasp.
Oh no! It's just me and a fan? I'm gonna like fan down.
So, from the rest of your perspective, you know that moment where the Wile E. Coyote like plummets off the cliff edge and there's just like the cloud?
Oh no.
The impact? You just see a snow. You just see a snow ploof go. Thankfully it's snow where you impact, so you don't take any damage. But there's a moment where your whole body is just locked in ice cold, freezing temperature, and you scramble up about 7 feet of snow to get back to a surface, and you survived.
Hey!
And
Pow! That is so dangerous. You could have suffocated in all that snow.
yeah,
Totally.
but
That was awesome!
We see from our height, we just saw.
We don't know.
yep, I know.
Oh,
Okay, so we
she's fine, right?
Yeah.
We should make sure we should head
I
down.
mean, yeah.
Should we do the same? I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
I'm next. And Dagon goes ahead and wheels himself off the edge of the cliff the same way that that Veth did, with his like front attachments. And you've seen him use for almost the entire journey here, especially in areas when you're going down hills and such. He is full on ski sledding down the side of the mountain. You hear him yelling, "Woo!" As he like pulls to one side and skins spray this way, pulls to this side, off this way. He's old hat. He's come across this place, and without issue, you see him make his way down the edge of the mountain, up to the point of the cliff, and lands it without issue, until eventually you see him come to the very base and spin around and then turn back and just go, "Woo!"
Yeah!
You hear the voice echo up the side of the mountain.
Is Veth okay? I shout down to him.
Mostly!
Hey.
Oh yeah, she's fine.
We're gonna set off an avalanche.
Do we go?
Not yet.
Sure, it's possible.
All right, her
That
shout.
crazy.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the only way down, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Here, I'll just fire off my pistol to let you know that I'm okay.
Yeah. I'll take out Skin Gorger and get it ready, like, at the top of a ramp.
All right.
Go down.
Go down. Following the same path, the previously carved by your two friends, makes it a little easier because some of the snow's been broken up. Go ahead and make, for the purposes of this, 2 acrobatics checks for me.
Okay. Okay, so that would be... Wait, did you say acrobatics or athletics?
Actually, it'd be one or the other. So for you, it'd probably be athletics.
Okay, so first one is a 26.
Ooh.
Second one is 24.
It's like you've been doing this your whole life. It was made easier because your friends went beforehand. Nevertheless, without having to swerve so heavily left or right with the wind fan blowing you a little bit off course, you find the same gentle path, comparatively, that Dagon had made his way down with. And when you eventually get to that final bit, you lift off the cliff, hold in the air, and then impact. It's soft, but you catch it with the edge of Skin Gorger and then glide the rest of the way down. You have now kind of climbed your way out. You're like,
Oh, so much snot.
when you watch as Yasha lands about 2 feet in front of you and sprays snow back onto your face.
Cover all the snow,
I mean, we've got shields.
YOLO. Yeah, going down.
YOLO.
Classic Wild Mother adage.
Yeah. I'm gonna try
to
and
race him down to the bottom
I'm gonna try and
of my shield.
So you're both going at the
yeah,
same
I'm gonna
time?
Cataran was like try and sit on it and use my staff.
We just start walking. 'cause
Yeah, let's
we're
just
fuck-
walk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Two acrobatics checks.
No, for you it would be 3 because you haven't done this before.
Okay, I'm into it.
You've done this once before.
And I'm bad at this. This would be funny.
We sledded before on our shields.
That one time at the temple,
One time that we did it.
and I nearly died.
Yeah.
okay.
That time.
That doesn't count, does it? All right.
So, first pass for each of you.
14.
Acrobatics?
Yes, or athletics, your choice.
12.
I'm going to give myself some guidance just in case.
Okay. Well, the first pass is you both begin to head down with extreme speed and prejudice. Immediately the wind's past you. The bits of light snow that's still falling begin pelting you in the face. Caduceus putting your staff out behind to kind of use almost like a rudder. You grind past and turn to the left, and you narrowly avoid being smashed into by Jester, who is unable to turn quite as gracefully. And oh boy! And while you didn't bail from the shield, you do have disadvantage on your next check.
Oh,
so
no.
Second pass, and each of you roll another athletics or acrobatics.
Ooh, hey. That's good.
Disadvantage, don't forget.
I know. I did it. It's my
Okay.
advantage roller.
Okay.
14.
14 again?
Well, that one's gone. Hold on.
Burn it. Touch the ground.
21.
21.
Ooh.
Nice. So as you begin to spin around the corner where you saw Veth bank initially, and Yasha kind of used with a little more acumen, it doesn't cause much of an issue, and you barely scoot. You almost kind of glide off the edge.
Oh boy.
But you manage to just barely crest, which you have just enough of a view as you bank off the side to glance over the side, and it is a sheer rock cliff on the opposite end.
Yeah, no.
And as you spin by, you watch as Jester cuts you off and is now about 3 or 4 feet ahead of you.
Oh no.
And you're now heading...
I'm not doing that.
She's that friend at go-karts. She's that guy.
Yeah.
Turbo
I'm that
booster.
guy.
Yeah, you
No.
Oh, banana peel behind me.
What happened?
So now as both of you are coming towards the cluster of trees, following Yasha's path, and both had pretty decent path perceptions. You'll be able to follow kind of the path that Veth and Yasha had previously cut into. Probably Yasha's, since being larger and a little more, no offense, skilled at this portion of it.
Sure.
Make one more check for each of you.
Oh boy.
Come on.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Oh, I didn't even guide myself this time.
Nope.
7.
11.
Hey.
So the rest of you are watching as they bank off the side and catch up and scoop by, and all of a sudden they both go woo and go into the cluster of trees.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Our healers.
They're not making it out the other side there. Both of you.
Oh, funny.
8 points of bludgeoning damage, 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you watch Caduceus just
That could be bad.
wham into like the edge of a tree. It doesn't catch him a full on, but it catches him in the shoulder, and he goes spinning off of his shield, and both eventually kind of begin slowly kind of haphazardly sliding through the forest. You laugh for a second, kind of glancing over your shoulder as he totally biffs, and then whack, you hit a smaller tree that sends you flying off the shield, ass over tea kettle before poof into the snow. Your shield poof, lands over on its side, and both of you are now like kind of gently gliding side by side through.
Like when you fall on a
As
mobile.
we're like pro, and I'm just going to high five him.
And you slowly make your way towards the cliff now.
All right.
Stop.
Dig in for that.
I'm going to hold on to him as he digs in.
Yeah. Dig in.
Okay. Because you guys did lose momentum, it's easy enough to stop as you dig in, and you both kind of come to the edge of the cliff. And it's about a 45, 50-foot drop before the next snowbank. You guys...
I'm gonna pick up my shield, and I guess we'll just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Okay.
How do we get down?
I mean, we could wait for the others.
Yeah, let's
okay,
wait.
let's just.
Yeah.
Wait. That's fine.
That looked so graceful. Nice job.
Did you break any bones?
Did I win? I beat him, right? I beat Caduceus.
There's no winner here today.
All right, so the rest of you are walking down.
Just trudging down.
Okay, so you, those at the bottom, you get to wait about 25 or so minutes for the rest of the group to catch up. But nevertheless, you all gather at the foot of the mountain range, and you have a fairly hilly but open, less mountainous journey ahead of you onwards towards A5.
Before everybody leaves, a puffin circles down from the sky and just lands on Ford's shoulder.
A puffin? What is this? What is this thing?
Oh,
Is that
Roll
function?
initiative.
is it an orange puffin?
Is it orange?
Just around the beak here.
It's Caleb.
Oh, Jesus. Not the ear, please. This is odd. Can you understand me?
Meh.
We're sure it's Caleb,
Forget,
right?
Caleb gets real stupid when he polymorphs.
Caleb, can you understand him? I take that as a yes.
He's got strong feet. I put him up on my hand like, here's Bo, and I put him on Bo's head.
Oh, why the head? It gets
He totally did not just shit on your head.
It'll be cold enough in a minute. You can just crack it right out. It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, sure. Good point. It's the best place for me to shit on your head, to be honest.
Alrighty.
Sentence you said to me, Liam O'Brien.
I had a nickel.
You've heard it.
Dagon rounds you up. All right, back on the road. He leads on forward. I need someone to roll for the next day's journey since you're out.
I know, I feel like we left
We
off
got all the way
somewhere.
around.
I did the worm. I created the.
Oh, okay, so it's
Full
my turn.
parchment shears. Oh, okay, go,
I think it's
Jester.
my turn. What am I rolling? A 20?
A D20 for me, please.
Ultra parchment shears, but make sure you do it with 3 people.
Yeah.
17?
17.
Idiot.
The weather for this day clears up. It seems the storm from the night before has blown through. There is an actual blue sky above, which you think would bring warmth, but if anything, it just brings comfort. It's still chilly, but you, following Dagon's lead, managed to maneuver through this snowy tundra region with little patches of trees growing lesser and lesser the further north you go, and managed to avoid seemingly any other dangerous encounters along the way. So,
Nice.
it's a good journey there. You caught some time. You have a little over 3 days now at this point before you make your way to A2.
Oh,
3 days.
3 days out. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Is there anyone that we need to check in on? Just in the world.
Before we go to sleep, too, I'm going to cast Locate Creature.
When can we talk to Avanta?
I mean, we've still got a lot of day left, don't we?
Or
yeah,
Are we just walking?
No, well, like you guys are walking, but like I'm just going through the events of the day.
that was
If
the
there's
day.
anything you want to do during the day, you can do it. Yes.
Okay.
But there were no encounters that found you on
Make
this
sure I
part of
recovered
it.
my
So
shield.
we can't talk to Vest yet. Again, right?
Wait, it's got to be close, though.
That'll be
Yeah, I
close.
think we're pretty close. We had like,
I think we only had 2 days left last game.
Yeah, that's right. We were saying 2 more days.
Yeah.
so maybe one more night,
Maybe
and
one
then
more
we'll
night.
be able to do
Yeah,
it tomorrow.
And is there anyone else that we wanted to check in on, or?
I mean, I talked to Essek. I could send a message to the Plank King for you, Ford.
Oh my god. No.
Just to see if he'll let us back on Dark Toe.
I think if we go back to Darktoe, we're going to do it in a clandestine fashion. Better not to, tip him off that we're even thinking about it.
Got it.
Are we being scried on right now, by the way?
Oh, good question. I'll summon the sword and say Galas Va and see invisibility.
All right. Make a perception check.
Not you. Nice. 22.
Feeling fairly confident in the scan around you, you do not see any signs of a peeking beacon or arcane eye looking upon you or the troop around you.
Seems clear.
How strong of a radius does this necklace have?
Oh. How long have you had that on?
Ford gave it to me because apparently, Molly had been, Lucian had been scrying on.
It's your person and everything on you.
It's not like if everybody within 5 feet of
Well,
me or something.
It seemed to have somewhat of an effect on my general vicinity. A few times in the past, it felt like.
Okay.
It's a little hazy.
So everybody just stay really close to me.
Speaking of your person and everything on it, I think when you sledded, you might have dropped your weasel friend. It's not.
No, he's right here.
Oh.
Yeah, he was just hiding in my hood.
Oh, okay.
He absorbed most of the impact from the tree.
Yeah, you would know, Caleb.
One of those eyes.
The device, it protects the wearer from directly focused divination. So if somebody were to want to say, like, I want to scry on Caleb, it would prevent that.
That I know. I just, in our story, early days, there was some scrying on us, and I asked if I could wave it into a similar scrying ball, which made it go away. So
Yeah,
I thought
but-
we had a little bit of wiggle.
A little bit of wiggle, but it depends on the nature of it.
Yeah. Person specific.
Yeah. All right. So, anything else anybody wants to do?
Oh, yeah. Anybody? Do you want to talk to anybody?
Do you want to talk to Yeza and Luke?
Yeah, if we have spells to burn, just say, you know, wife's okay, still alive.
Okay, I'm gonna send a message to Yaza.
Okay.
Yaza, everything's fine. Beth's okay. She loves you so much. How are you guys? How's Luke? It's cold here. She loves you. Did I already say that?
Yeah, that's okay. Could be more than one.
His response.
Oh, hi. That's great. Thanks for the update. We're good. I think Luke has a crush. But everything's good.
Killer.
He's so young.
What does that mean?
Wait, how old is he, actually?
It's unclear. I thought 3, but now I'm thinking closer to 13.
Not quite.
Like 5 now, or
But a 5-year-old could take a shine.
The halfling, you know what, Bo? The halfling aging process is a
it's weird.
mystery
Sure.
to all.
I remember being, infatuated with people like 6, 7 years old.
Who were you infatuated with as a 6-year-old? Did you have, you were from a fancy wine family, right?
Yeah.
Did you have tutors and stuff, or did you, how did you learn?
I went to a fancy private school that no one really liked me much because I came from the rich family of the town. So little ostracized there. It was weird.
So then who did you fancy? Who did you make googly eyes at?
It's funny. I remember this chef that we had back when I was a personal chef. And we would hire her sometimes, whenever we would have parties, not all the time, but on fancy events. And she was always just really kind to me, but she was always just she was super cool, and she would kind of bring me sneak me treats sometimes, she would always stash aside some dessert and extra bread and stuff at the end of the day and kind of slip it to me. And then when I started getting older, she would slip me some little sips of wine, but be like, don't tell your parents. And she was just the coolest. And I didn't really know until I was older what those feelings were.
Wow.
Yeah. Looking back, though, she probably should have been a sign. Yeah.
A sign to you?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have, had that first boyfriend if I would have, connected that I was having, oh, she really hot type of feelings.
But you, just because I'm morbidly curious.
Sure.
You did have, who was your first boyfriend?
His name was...
Oh my God.
It is not
you
written
really
down
write that down?
somewhere.
His name...
Yeah.
Yes.
It just never came up. I didn't know how to bring
Full circle.
Fuck.
you can make it up. We won't know.
His name was Tony.
Matoni.
Tony?
Matoni.
What's your alter ego?
Did you say Tony?
Story.
Tony.
No.
Matoni. Hi, guys.
Did you guys date for a while? It must have been very awkward.
It was not.
Tony.
Wherever I go.
We were teenagers. It wasn't a thing, and then we ended up being more bros than anything after a bit. And then that was actually when I did start dating Tori.
Tony into Tori? Oh, he must have felt so bad.
Well, Tori was the first lady that I dated.
That must have been supremely confusing, those 2 names in a row.
Well, I'm trying to. I've been hit in the head a lot, as a monk, so I don't think his name was Tony. But
Maybe it's when you get a tattoo and then you regret the tattoo, so you have to date somebody that has a similar name so you can
Right.
fix the tattoo.
Is that why you have a Toby tattoo?
Cannon.
it just got really muddy. They just kept adding lines.
Line, name, line, name.
Kind of got rid of the covered the B.
Dagon's like, is that your kill list? Sure.
No tattoos of Tony or Tori.
During this conversation, a voice creeps into your head, Jester.
Oh shit, balls.
An unfamiliar voice.
It's me, Tony.
Wait, there is a spirit.
I heard you've been talking about me.
I hate it when people from high school call you.
I found you on Facebook. How you doing?
Oh, why? What did I see in this guy?
So, the unfamiliar voice goes, Associate of Essek, Uriah here. Sending word to keep Essek updated of your estimated arrival. Should you need emergency aid, reach out. Be careful. That's all.
Pretty close to your accent.
How far away are we from? Essek, from that message, was Essek trying to find out how far away we are?
Just it was saying to keep him aware of whenever you're getting closer, essentially.
Okay, we will. We're around 2 days away, I think, but I'm not totally sure. Please tell him that we like him a whole lot and miss him.
2 days from him, or 2 days from our destination?
From that general region. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of on the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll send a message. I don't know how many words that was.
And you'll never know.
Do you have any more, or are you out? I mean, do you have any more message spells?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that is the weirdest response.
Robin Hood.
We went full Robin Hood. Never go full Robin Hood.
Yes or no?
Jester just goes full tilt in the middle of this journey. And we've lost her.
You did the walking song. Why'd you do the walking song?
It's ups and down.
Yes, I do have more messages I could send.
That's good, because I have a super serious message I want
Okay,
to
I'm
send.
ready.
That requires.
So
Real. Would you mind checking in with my sister Calliope just to make sure everything at home is copacetic?
Yes, what would you just ask her if everything's okay? Anything specific?
How's things are going? How mom and dad are? How if everything's and that we've got some stuff to do and it's dangerous, but hopefully everything's gonna work out. Let them know when it's all over.
Okay, and this is to Calliope?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it's Jester! With Caduceus! How are things at home? Mom and Dad okay? How's the Grove? How's the circle of thumbs up?
We're gonna be doing dangerous stuff, but it's okay. Be home soon.
I'm not.
How's the circle of thumbs up?
I didn't even hear it.
That's what that question mark.
Yeah. Calliope responds, oh, everything's okay. We've planted the crystals.
Planted the crystals?
Taking root.
Taking root?
Excited to show when he comes back.
Everything sounds like it's great. She's excited to show you.
All right. It's good to know.
I'm sorry I didn't tell her that we were entering trouble.
Probably for the best that they don't worry anyway.
You never asked me to send messages, and I got it all wrong.
No, it was pretty good, actually. It's, if anything, I appreciate that they're probably a little confused. That makes me feel better.
Okay, that's good.
I got one left. Anybody up for grabs here? I got 2 left, technically.
Save it just in case he's.
You could prank call somebody if you want.
I know, I'm trying to think of somebody.
Somebody you've never met. Just put a voice into their head.
Yeah. Think about it. Well, let's save him.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Actually, could we put a call into Tony?
where he is, what he's
Oh shit! You still have my number?
what he's thinking about. Is he thinking about you? Not he'll ever return.
New mind, who does?
Stone. Is he alone? Is he thinking of me?
All right. So, as the day draws to a close, you camp up for another evening, I assume, with the tower once again?
Yeah, and
But
that
before we do that, as we're trotting that way, I trot up to Caleb. Hey, question. Yeah, when you set this thing up, if you wanted to change little tiny things, do you have to do that ahead of time? Or can I, like, will it into existence when I'm in the tower?
you have to ask me now.
I have to ask you now.
Circle of trust.
No, this is just good information to know, so I'll get back to you on that later, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure.
Alrighty. So, after you've set up your 9-sided tower, and the evening's rest ensues, does anybody else?
Well, I just wanted to, one small detail, when we all gather for dinner, I use major image to make sort of a spectral huppadook around the entire table with dim little huppadook fireworks going off around just for ambiance. That's all, small detail.
I'm going to send a message to Kiri.
Oh.
I haven't talked to her in so long.
Oh, yeah, I approve of this. Let's do this.
Birds don't live long.
That's not true.
He's still alive.
Okay.
I'm going to send a message to Kiri.
All right.
Kiri! How are you? We miss you. We're in snow right now. How's Hupperduke? Looking at fireworks? Tell me you're cute. Also, that you're good.
The response comes, "We miss you!" Hupperduke is interesting. It's fun. We miss you! I built something. There are all these like strange voices coming through with the different phrases from people she's picked up around her since then and such. Please come. I am sweet. And that's where it ends.
She built something. How fun.
Wonder what she.
Or at least someone who talked to her built something.
No, she knows how to use words that people say.
Well, I mean,
Oh, we need to go back and visit her soon, okay?
I would love to go back to Hupperduke.
It was such a party.
It was a good time.
Every once in a while, a little skeletal fish floats past Beauregard.
Good time. Lots of good times.
Okay, that's it. Alrighty. Well, a night's rest comes to a close. The following morning, breakfast awaits you with a fine early morning meal shared amongst you. You gather your things and make your way back out through the main entrance into the cold, frozen north of Islecross once again. Trudging back out into the snow and ice, as Dagon leads you forward, I need somebody else to go ahead and roll a d20.
that would be Liam Oberon.
I'm gonna use my new die.
Do it!
2.
It's gonna be good.
Or nasty.
So upon exiting, already the sky is darker than the previous day of bright blue that led you on a gracious journey without issue. Within the first hour of travel, the temperature gets colder. The wind kicks up stronger, cutting and biting through you. The snowfall gets heavier and heavier, and it begins to sting like hail. Before you realize you are in the center of an ice storm that is beginning to spray down from above. Ow. Clustering up best you can, Dagon's like, "This is bad. This is real bad. Stay close. If you got shields, keep them up." Ugh.
Shields up.
He bundles up even heavier and continues to push forward as you guys continue.
Yasha, do you want to hold up the other shield that... Oh, wait, did we lose the other shield that Veth was on?
No.
No, you're able to recover it.
Okay. We can hold them up like umbrellas at least?
Yeah. I can help get on.
I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
If it's really bad, I could just throw up the tower now.
No.
That's up to you. We'll lose a day of travel.
Nope, not very good.
Natural 1 for me.
11.
7.
11.
5.
18.
6.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Terribly.
Lowest group
So,
roll.
Yasha,
Yasha.
you hold up that shield and push through, and you're like, after the first 30 minutes going, we're doing okay, and you look back, and the rest of your group is just beaten and pushing along, and you come back and try and help and rally, and Dagon's pushing through, and he's yelling, and it gets to the point where the sound of the storm itself and the wind is so loud that you're having to shout just to communicate to each other. But you continue pushing through for the day, and you make some distance. You still make the journey's length, but by the end of the day, you are beaten, you are exhausted, and even though you are taking a night's rest, you know the following morning is not going to greet you kindly. So, setting up for another night's rest?
Yeah, I forgot. With my transmuter stone, that would be a 16 for me. So I don't know if that helps me enough. But.
Not quite.
Okay.
You missed it by 1.
This much.
Yep.
Can we have really amazing bathtubs prepared? There's already there in
They're
there.
always there, piping hot.
Yeah, you wouldn't happen to have like a bunch of kitty masseuses that can do a number on these shoulders.
Every kitty here is a licensed masseuse.
You are my favorite weird wizard friend. Thank you.
Send one of the big fellows to your room.
Please do.
Really stomp on your back.
You got it. Oh,
Big fellow.
Kitty biscuit.
Oh, that's gonna feel so good.
Big old kitty.
alrighty. You all manage to find yourselves a night's rest, but when the morning comes, you are sore and you're exhausted. Quite literally, everyone takes 2 points of exhaustion for this next day of a journey,
Everybody?
except for Yasha, who takes just 1.
2 points of exhaustion.
Holy.
It was a heavy storm.
Boy, oh
And
boy.
I absolutely did send a battle cat-sized spectral cat to Dagon's room that night. So
And he is thankful. The next morning when you all wake up, he's like, oh, I mean, the rest of me is fucked, but these shoulders are golden.
What is
2
level
points of
2? Yeah.
exhaustion?
Hang on, let me see. Does it tell us on D&D Burned?
2 points of exhaustion means your speed is halved.
And,
You
we
guys-
had- and disadvantage on ability check?
And disadvantage on ability checks, too. Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
So as
How
you,
much further do we have in our journey?
from this point, you have,
I mean, to like
well,
counteract.
you would have had 2 more days, but now it'll be 3 because of that storm, unfortunately.
We should have just fucking held still. We wouldn't have lost the.
We would have lost the day.
I left the option, but
Yeah.
I do create gigantic vats of steel-cut oats and sliced banana and cinnamon and raisins and dates and apricots and also bacon and also waffles and also pancakes.
oh, fuck, it sounds so good. It does sound really
good.
good. That's problematic. All right.
Sounds so
International.
good.
It's really good.
Got kind of lost in it for a second.
Dickhead.
Welcome to the International House of Cats.
Like 6 different kinds of
The
syrup.
eye hack?
Yeah.
Wait,
Eye-hawk.
the eye hawk. Yeah.
There you go. A delicious breakfast is had, and it does help take the edge off a little bit, but as you all gather your supplies and your sacks and your bundled clothing, and the door opens once more to the cold, uninviting exterior, you all feel a shiver. And with that shiver, you feel every bruise and every sore muscle in your body just kind of groan internally as one by one you follow Dagon's lead outside into the cold wilderness.
That's why I put bourbon in the oatmeal.
Sucks.
Dagon, you can see, is now like pulling out his heavy jug and taking swigs, and he's like, my apologies, folks. That was a rough day. We're going to be a little behind schedule, but just keep an eye out.
We could polymorph again. Get an
Just to
extra.
make a decent amount of distance, if not an edge.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Bad idea.
maybe not a bird, and maybe like a big elephant, woolly mammoth thing, or something
Well, if
snowable.
I
so you
at
don't have
least
to-
we get to not deal with the snow at all,
Yeah.
which is a bonus.
And
Well, how's the weather? Flying against the storm?
We have to roll for it, I think.
Or would we?
It's a new
We'd
Weather
still roll to
bad.
see how it happens for the day,
Okay.
but at least if you were to take flight form, you're still half speed in the creature's
half of the creature speed.
speed, yes. Although,
Oh wait, we lose exhaustion. When
No, it's an interesting point. Let me do a quick check.
Oh man.
There's a pot. This rule check brought to you by Hot Topic.
Doing a quick.
Topic. This is a backpack hanger.
That'd be awesome if just in the mix that shirt was sold that you have on.
Just
one of Marisha.
Yeah. Just a bunch of CR shirts and then my old
Go to
headshot.
your local Hot Topic and request this shirt, please.
It might be a deeper glance. I would say for the time that you are polymorphed, I would say you would not have the points of exhaustion during the polymorph,
Okay.
but they
we
return
come
when
back,
you're done.
we do.
I would
Where
say
did
that.
you
Okay.
find that photo?
It's an interesting point.
Don't ask that right now. Oh, no.
Oh, he finds them all.
It feels like some website that I definitely need to delete if you found it.
Could be a traitor inside the house.
Yeah.
Or there's a GeoCities account that.
Omar!
Little floof chaps. Fuck him. All right.
Smuggled out a USB stick in his fur.
Yep. It'll fit there in the back too. There's some deep chaps.
Roll to see what
It
the
will
weather is
fit.
before we polymorph.
Well, we polymorph and then we roll to see what the weather is.
Oh, jeez.
Let's do it. Like it.
All right.
Great.
I'm going to do the
All right.
same.
It's Veth, right?
Yeah.
But if you can do this day and tomorrow, you will bring it back to just 2 days of travel
Okay.
as opposed to 3. So
You got it.
Don't fuck me, Guilt. 9.
a 9.
Like the mighty 9.
Heard of them.
Bodes
All
well.
right. The weather is not as bad as it was the day before. It's still snowfall, but the winds are light and it doesn't impede your flight pattern.
Good.
As the 3 giant eagles continue onward for that 1 hour, gaining some of the ground that was lost, you all find yourselves exhausted once more and trudging forward carefully in the snow as Dagon leads you on. About halfway through the day, Dagon goes, wait. He puts his hand up. He doesn't say anything. He just kind of catches himself and calls up whoever's closest to him and kind of points ahead. And you can see there's, in this soft, smooth blanket of fresh snow that covers some of these mild hills that you guys are currently heading towards, you can see a bunch of small shapes kind of just barely poking through the top of the snow. Maybe a foot or so, about 100 or so feet off from you.
Snow bunnies? Oh.
Starts looking in. If anybody else wants to, 2 of you can make a perception check if you'd like.
29.
Whoa, no,
Where's that
there.
rolled in?
Fair enough. Glancing and leaning forward, thankfully because the weather is not very bad and because the white snow itself gives you a pretty decent bounce for what sunlight is making its way in this region, you can see what looks to be the tops of heads or creatures unmoving.
We're being watched at least, 3? 4?
With that perception check, you would notice it would be 7.
Seven heads of something.
How big are the heads?
I mean,
Are the heads?
that big? We might be fine.
It's hard to tell truly at this distance, especially since most of their body is currently kind of, well, some of it seems to be like shoulders up, somewhat exposed.
Humanoid?
They look humanoid, but they're also white in color as well, the coloration. So you can see them, but you can't make out much detail because they're kind of blending in with the scenery.
Are there more Yeti?
I mean, I don't know. I can't. That's far.
I lean closer to Jester and say, look, you can actually crush them from here.
Oh, we've taken care of them, no problem.
Dagon comes in and goes, you can also pinch them. If that doesn't work, there's nobody even home.
Wow, that's a lot of bourbon in the pancake.
Oh, the bourbon just got me started. I keep my own stash. Don't worry.
That oatmeal was delicious.
Certainly helping the track.
In breakfast.
Yes. So Dagon kind of leans in. So what's the plan from here? I ain't seen something like this out here.
Ever?
Well, not in this particular. No, but normally creatures, they move, they stalk. These are right still.
Maybe they're dead. Maybe they're all frozen.
Maybe they're statues.
If we were to continue on Dagon, would our path take us right through there, around?
We can go around.
I could try sending them a message. Maybe I can freak them out. Do you think they see us? I mean, they've got to see us. They're in the snow and we're on top of it.
How far away are they?
About 100.
About 100 feet from you.
100 feet? Hold on.
I could make an illusion, give them something to chew on. See what that causes.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah?
See if they chase.
Okay. I will pull out the bit of fleece that I use, and I will create 2 wolves, like the ones we saw in the mountains, in the midst of them, running about.
You see 2 wolves now kind of circling and stalking in that center space. The entities that caught your eye as you and Dagon and the rest of the group kind of leans in, don't react, don't move, just still.
I wonder if they're dead.
I think they're probably dead.
I don't think they're dead. They're just waiting for us to get closer, and then
Strange that they
pounce.
wouldn't take a shot at that, though.
Blast us with their eye beams.
Can Frumpkin go over?
He could, but first I cause the wolves to go to 2 of their heads and lift their legs and illusory pee on them.
Okay.
See if that elicits any response.
One of the wolves comes over, sniffs, lifts a leg and urinates on one of the heads. No reaction.
They're gone.
And we saw no movement at all when all of that.
None.
Let's
go.
Okay.
I think it's safe.
Hold on. It's just another 2 minutes. Best boy. Go over there. Check those heads out, please. I slap a hand on Beauregard's shoulder.
Okay. You follow over, and as Frumpkin approaches, you can see there are different heights because there are different humanoid creatures of different lineages, arranged in a circle, 7 of them, mostly submerged in the snow. You can see there'd be one that is almost halfling size, that is pretty much entirely beneath the snow, but there is a faint bit of it that is melted around it. In fact, the snow around these figures seems to be gently melted to the point where it's not really touching the bodies. They're almost like there's a separate cylinder of empty space around them that prevents the snow, like they have their own heat source. But they appear to be human, but they also are made of stone.
Are they
solid sculptures?
Simple sculptures or intricate?
They're
finely detailed.
They're fairly intricate.
Oh no.
And they are all sitting, and they are all arranged in a circle with their arms out towards the ones immediately to the right and left, all facing inward in a 7-part circle.
What's on the... Can we see what they're facing on the inside?
From what you can tell, it's just snow.
But there's snow in the middle of them, or there's nothing in the middle, all melted out between them?
Directly around each one?
Yeah.
Like almost like a cylinder within a half a foot of where the statue bodies are, the snow is melted. But then they're in a much larger circle arranged, and in the middle of them, it's just all the snow that's been piled up like everything else around them.
Okay, so looking through Frumpkin's eyes as he goes up and down this mound between all of them and peeks in, does this look like some sort of... Do they look like actual statues, or do they look like someone more like they've been frozen themselves? Does this look like some sort of a ritual that they were in the midst of?
Make a perception check.
Come on, Frumpkin.
Oh, the cat. God damn it. Let's say a 9.
Okay. It's hard to tell. Both the blinding light bouncing from all the nearby white snow and the fact that so much of them are submerged, it's hard to make out the details. You probably have to get a closer look personally.
Yeah. Also, I think we have to roll everything at disadvantage, too.
No, because we're...
Yes, you do.
So let's see if it's even lower. It's not. That was the worst.
Shit. Gotta check this out.
I know. I mean, we can try, like, if they're petrified, maybe unpetrifying one of them, see what happens. Find out what's going on.
I don't know if I'm up to a fight. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm definitely feeling creepy.
Check out the area,
What if they're, like, really, really old people? What if they're from the ancient times?
That would be awesome. Let's check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
That's what's here, the ancient times. I throw up Detect Magic on the walk over.
Yeah, and within 60 feet, I'll do divine sense as well.
Okay.
One or two of us just hang back. Maybe someone, like one of you two, in case like we get 30 feet away and we all turn to stone or something.
Hang back
I'm gonna keep my distance.
like 105 feet, perhaps.
I'm gonna keep 30 feet behind everybody else at least until it's definitely some distance from this thing until.
All right. So you're casting Detect Magic?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, my app crashed here.
You should hang back too, not so you can mage hand people out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If you guys weigh 5 pounds, I've got you.
Never mind.
But no, I'll hang back a little. Long range action.
Okay. Dagon, of course, looks over at the rest of you and goes, well, if you know what you're doing, I'll just stay a little behind as well.
Yeah,
and he goes and keeps a little bit at a safe distance from the rest of you in the front line. But as you approach Caleb and cast Detect Magic, you get a fairly decent magical aura from each of these. And the essence is divination-based.
Uniform for all of them.
For all of them, yes.
What does divination mean?
Sensing, learning the truth.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anything for divine sense when we're within 60 feet? Celestial fiend or undead?
So wait, you're getting a divination sense from them. Can I get closer and see if I can see tool marks like these have been carved, or
We'd have to get right on them because they're encased in stone.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an idea. This is stupid.
or like they've been frozen?
What is your stupid idea?
Well, what if we took rope and we tied one of them up, and that way, you know, if I did try to unpetrify them, then at least they'll be tied up.
That's not a
Right
stupid
away.
idea at all, if that's what we want to attempt.
Well, let's see if they're even petrified.
Yeah.
Okay. So you continue to approach.
I'll start sneaking up
Petrified
and see what
that
happens.
We don't.
Like each step, I'm kind of
I have that. I have a lot of.
checking for traps, I guess, for lack of a better term.
I'm going to awkwardly tail you. I'm going to stay close behind you.
Okay.
Okay. So carefully, you all kind of line up a bit behind Beauregard as you carefully approach. The closest one to you, which, looking at it, it appears to be orc in appearance. You can see the head on top is smooth with kind of longer hair in the back, close to a skullet, if you will. Textured down to the shoulders, and you can see from the part of the torso that's exposed above the snow line, it appears to be almost robes that are drifting off the shoulders. You see the arms extended outward, palms up, and then the ones off to the right and left, you can see their arms extended, palms down, and then the next one's over, palms up. So they're almost like
Alternating
as they go.
They were playing that.
Oh, yeah.
divination magic.
Does that game have a name?
Slaps?
Slaps?
But wasn't there's one that's like a circle.
The banks of the.
Yeah,
There a circle version?
Okay, back to the D&D campaign.
Travis.
Necessary lore!
So alternating palms up, palms down.
I'm keeping a very close
The
eye on
first
this,
one
by
was-
the way. This is, and including around us too, to see if this is a trap.
The person was an orc, and then to either side, do we see what race they are?
You see,
Mentioned halfling.
there's a human, there's an elf, there's a halfling, there's a gnome.
I could try to clear the
Goliath?
space out amongst them
What was
too.
the last
Yep.
one you said?
Goliath. They're all of different races. They're all dressed similarly.
And you said there's 7 of them?
7 of them, yes.
6. What was the last one?
The last one would have been dwarf.
So all different races.
And how wide is the circle from one side to the other?
Each of these statues, roughly from where the hand ends, is about 3 feet till the next one. So it's a fairly wide circle.
And then from 2 statues facing each other, what's the distance roughly between the 2 sides?
Let me just do some quick math in my head here. Yeah.
Guesstimate.
Yeah, right, no. So it'd be like 15 or so feet.
Okay.
Keep a
In the
bit
center?
of distance just
Yeah,
in case
we want
we
to
need
be
to.
clear.
Estimation.
I don't wanna
pretty
have you
big.
Go
Yeah.
down.
I think maybe should we not step in the circle? We shouldn't step in the middle
Can't
of
even
them.
see what's in there.
I feel like that's
No,
good
that's-
advice in
Ooh.
general.
I wonder if we can melt the snow in the middle and see if we can see something.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, take the snow out of the center.
Oh, I know, because I was totally paying attention to what you were doing.
Well,
I
he
wasn't
does
looking
that.
for a pen.
I'll get a closer look at the statues and see if they're carved or something else happened.
Okay, so you begin to, from a distance.
Well, I'm going to do something a little hot, so
Okay.
do you want to take a look at that first?
Sure.
Or do you want me to clear them out first?
Let me take a look first.
Okay.
Roll
Is
an
that an
investigation check
investigation?
for me with disadvantage.
With disadvantage. That's what I thought. Okay. That is still a 22.
Damn. Looking very closely at the details, they are detailed, but some of the edges, the lips, elements of them are still a bit rough, which, with your experience both researching and actually witnessing creatures that had been petrified, leads you to believe that these were actually crafted.
Carved and crafted.
Though,
Angelo's.
Okay.
though it's hard to tell how long ago, how recent.
Okay. So they're sculpted, and the fact that it's 7 different races feels like some sort of unity circle, something like that.
Could be.
Do any of them look at all familiar?
To you, no. Most of their faces are fairly blank. Just the eyes are open and they're looking right across. Their expression is neutral and they're just arms out facing forward. Like some sort of odd courtyard decor.
See what's in the center.
Back up, everybody. Just 20 or 30 feet, please. And I will take a little bit of phosphorus and
I'm going to back up more than 20 feet.
push my hand through and then curve it and make a small, tight ring of wildfire in the center.
Okay. This column of fire bursts out from the center of this statue circle. You watch as Dagon goes like, whoa, shit, and wheels back a bit, kind of protecting his face. Like, that was, sure, yeah, go for it, I guess. Within moments, the snow in the vicinity and even beyond the circle begins to just melt and turn to water, and steam from the center you can see there's a column of steam that rises up from the initial arrival of this burning wall of fire. Within a very short period of time, you've cleared the region of snow. You can see now the ground below, which has been a while since you've seen a larger patch of just visible turf. There is thick, muddy dirt that has become dry and cracked towards the center where all the moisture was burned away. You can see long, decayed elements of gray grass. And if you want to roll a nature check for me, Caduceus.
There's markings on the grass. 50-yard line? What does that mean?
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
Not an actual one.
You have no idea what this grass is. You have no idea if it's alive or dead, but
My nature is a -1 anyway. I know how it works. I don't know what it is.
I'm just curious.
Start looking about for sigils.
What you do notice, in the center of the circle, there is a circular platform about a half foot high that has simple circular markings around it and looks like interesting designs that represent the 7 points of each of these statues all meeting in the center.
What do you think it means, Caleb? Do you think if you stand in the middle of it, you'll learn everything there is to know about the world?
Well, one could hope. I should give it a try. I should jump right on top of it. Is there any kind of divination? And I can't tell from years of study what its purpose is because it's too old.
Roll a history check for me
Can I aid him?
with disadvantage.
Can I aid him?
Sure, just a straight roll.
Straight roll.
Although this history,
I'm good at history.
I know, I'd say it'd be separate rolls as opposed to aiding, so this is more of like
Okay, I'll
both
do
of
a
your
separate roll.
individual
Would
knowledge.
you prefer to do separate
So
roll?
disadvantage for each of you.
Rat.
It was good the
It
first
was
time.
fucking great.
Oh, I tried. I'm sorry.
16 instead of a 28.
27.
With disadvantage?
good.
I rolled 2 13s and my history is a 14.
That's pretty good,
Yeah.
but not enough.
What?
Oh!
Yeah, it's one of those.
Was fuck.
You roll a natural
Yeah,
20 and have a plus 10.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Or whatever.
Yeah, there's
30.
This was a DC 30.
It's
You have no idea what this is.
got a teleporter vibe.
All you know is it has some essence, like strong essence of divination from these statues. That's all you know.
Yeah, probably not teleporting.
So they were trying to glean something.
Well, even though they're alternating, at some point, one of these is going to meet, right? Because there's an odd number.
You do notice on one of the edges there is one person whose one hand is face up and one hand is face down that completes the link.
Got it.
Maybe we should all stand behind them and do the same motion.
Why not?
Well, why was the snow around them? Like, the snow wasn't pressing against them, right?
Yeah, they're warm statues. If we stand near the statue, does it feel warm?
Immediate vicinity? No.
If you touch it.
You're gonna touch one?
Do it.
Yeah.
You touch the statue?
I touched one of the statues.
Okay. You reach out, and as your fingers touch the exterior of the stone statue that's closest to you,
Yeah.
at first, you sense it does have a strange warmth to it.
Yeah. Warm.
And
a little
then-
tingly.
Nothing.
Let's just fucking do it. Let's just,
She's like
We should do the thing. Let's stand.
does
Let's
have
do
a
the
strange
thing.
warmth to it, though?
A strange warmth to it, yeah.
Oh, such an ulcer is happening.
Just
Yeah,
the-
let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
all
yeah.
oh
stand.
God.
Boy, that really feels like, you know,
There's 7 of us.
the college kids that stumble upon the cold
yeah.
circle and like summon Cthulhu.
Just
Okay.
read this passage.
I just
it's
really,
fine.
really wish we weren't so tired.
Can we just do a 360 scan to see if anybody's watching and they're like, oh my god, these fucking idiots are really gonna do it?
Yeah, Dagon, who is currently going, y'all have fun, I'm gonna just back the fuck out of this for a while.
Ready to save us, Dagon, in case we die.
Sure, totally. And he pulls out some beef jerky and is like, keep going.
Yeah, we actually need caduceus for this.
Are we all going
We're
in?
doing
No, we're gonna
this?
stand behind the statues and do the same motion. Yeah.
Terrible idea.
So we should find some like closest to our like that look like us and go for it.
Yeah, I'll go behind the human.
None of
Doing
these
the
look like
same
me.
thing, but behind the statues.
Yeah.
I'll do this.
So we'll be reaching slightly further.
It'll be the split.
I'll do whichever one is doing the splitsies.
You'll end up in half, so that
I'll
works
take
out
the
okay.
orc.
I'll take. Is there a tiefling? I'll do the tiefling.
Sure.
I'll take whatever's left over.
I do not believe there's a tiefling in this battle.
What the fuck is this shit? Why isn't there a tiefling?
Take the elf.
You can do the gnome or
What the hell?
something.
What?
Do the gnome.
Okay, I'll do the gnome.
Okay.
I'll do
I'll
the
take the elf then.
Goliath.
I'll do the halfling.
Alrighty. Okay. You all arrange yourselves behind the statues, matching the hand movements. As you all take the corresponding poses around these.
Wait, we gotta figure it out. 'Cause I gotta get it right.
Wrong. Tell us
Thousand. No.
So like this.
Okay, wait.
Okay,
No, wait. No, we're something
What's
wrong with
amazing
it.
about this is no one can
this
see
way.
what we're doing.
No, wait.
All our
Because we're
hands are
cut
off.
right here.
Do it closer to your body. Closer to your body.
Wait, who's the intersection?
Wait.
Oh, you are.
Easy intersection.
I'm the split.
You're the
You gotta flip.
I
You
gotta
gotta
be the
flip.
splitsies.
Why?
No, she's the
Why
split.
do you got to be the split?
You gotta flip. You
I already
gotta flip.
called dibs on
You gotta go
split.
down.
two
Now you got
flips.
Dallas. You gotta go
Gotta
up.
flip.
I gotta go.
If there's two,
gotta go up.
then there shouldn't be any flips. It should just be all the.
There are no flips, guys.
Dallas should be
You
up.
described one with a hand up, one hand
He was
down.
wrong. There's no flips.
Because I was told it was wrong, and I was like, oh, right, then there would be. But no, there isn't.
There's no flips.
There's no flips?
I didn't think there would be, but then I thought you guys said that
Matt,
it
why
wouldn't
is
mix.
the world invisible?
Yeah, there's 7. So like,
Can't see
at
it.
some point there are 2 people with the same.
Here, we'll do it.
No.
We'll showcase.
No, it's,
So
with 7, it should be complete.
We're fine.
You made me second guess myself. You did it with the fucking archipelago in campaign 1.
Okay, we got
Did it again
Here we
this
go.
time.
Okay.
Here we go.
God, we're so dumb.
It's been a long day,
Correctly.
long week,
Around the-
long month, long year.
Am I crazy? 7.
You saw it.
Yeah, do it again if you
Crazy.
want.
You do it. Do it.
Okay,
and we'll
okay,
see.
so wait, I'm gonna
You
do like
start it.
this.
I'm
No.
gonna show you
I'll
start
go
it.
I was like 7. That'll complete the circle.
Okay, then.
And then you made me
Yasha.
second guess myself.
Well, if we weren't all gonna die before, we are now.
Okay, do it.
Do it.
Do it, Leo.
There you
Wait,
go.
you guys are doing the same thing.
Okay.
They're
doing the same
matching.
thing.
They're
Oh,
messing
they
it
are
up.
matching.
So there is a flippy.
There is a
No.
flippy.
Liam, go.
You need even
We did
numbers
it.
to be a circuit, and odd is gonna need a.
Okay, so let's start.
There
Liam. You can be the flippy. You called flippy first.
Okay, we'll go from
Okay,
there.
base it off the
Okay.
person next to you.
You got a flippy.
Where did you guys fuck up? And I'm sorry, I fucked up too on that one. But then I corrected it, and then you made me. Never mind. I mean, that was.
we did it.
Ow!
Even numbers are a circuit. Odd numbers, there needs to be a circuit.
Right.
Or a breaker.
Basic engineering, Matt. Come on.
I just drew it.
Don't yell at me. You're the guys who fucked it up the first time you did the circle and made me second guess myself.
I love that this has been like 5 minutes of us trying to just match
I
the
know
stat.
there are people at NASA who watch this show, but they're going to stop now.
God fucking damn it. All right.
And everyone will forget. Just keep going. Okay.
This.
We did it.
Guys. Well done.
This is what we're supposed to do, right?
As you all stand there and match the hand motions of each of these statues, you look at each other. And in a moment of quiet, you hear, y'all did it! You look great!
How crazy.
all right.
I really thought that was going to do something.
I didn't.
Did anyone stand in the middle?
No.
No, I'm scared
Do
to.
that.
Okay, I'll go stand in the middle.
Do it.
Do it.
No, look at his face.
What?
Look at his face.
Do it.
All right, I'll go stand in the middle.
Where's Boulder Parcher Shears? Person loses goes.
All right.
Wait, just one last thing. Quickie.
Yeah.
I cast Identify on one statue.
That's smart. That's good. Yeah,
That's a better idea than just jumping right into the middle.
Okay. You cast Identify on it. It gives you a strong divination response, but there's something oddly esoteric and undefinable beyond the simple magic of an Identify spell.
And does it feel older than Halas's holes?
It feels old.
His holes.
It certainly feels old. It's
Wait,
old magic.
It would really suck if this was like sealing something away.
It's not
Well, it's
though.
divination, so it's got to be.
It's a knowledge.
seeing.
Is there anything
Yeah.
between?
I roll Frumpkin into the circle.
Oh, come on. We were Boulder Parchment Shears.
Is it a three-way boulder push?
Yeah.
I already did it. He's in
We're
there.
doing Boulder Parchment.
Frumpkin stands in the middle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Who are the three?
It's not.
It was
a
me
lot.
and Yasha and Bo.
Okay,
Yeah.
ready? Boulder Parchment Shears.
Fuck, we did it again.
That's hard to do.
God damn.
Go again.
All right, okay.
Boulder Parchment Shears. Oh, I win.
You win.
Does that mean I lose?
Yeah.
Yep.
That means you go in the start.
Quick resistance popped on you.
Thanks, bud.
That's all I got.
Oh boy.
All right.
I'll trepidatiously walk towards the center and stand up on the pillar thingy.
Okay.
Caleb's holding 17 components and is like,
You
All
know.
right, so you stand up onto the platform.
And a death ward.
Okay.
And you kind of look about, and for a moment you're like, nothing's working. And then you look at the statue ahead of you, and you feel like it's looking at you. And you look at the other one immediately left to it, and you feel like they're all looking at you. And language doesn't enter your mind, but thoughts, voices kind of mingling, and the sense of what it seems to reach out to you is, do you give to receive? Ask, and we take.
ask and we take?
Yeah.
Do I feel like I can step off of the circle?
That was a question. Right now, you cannot move.
Oh, shit.
You are locked into the attention of whatever this is. And they are waiting.
Oh shit, I need to think of a question.
Ask and we take.
Oh no, I can't ask anybody for help right now, can I?
none of us heard any of that, right?
No, you just watched Jester kind of step in the middle there.
Oh boy.
What are the Tomb Takers trying to bring back?
All their eyes begin to glow. Suddenly, imagery fills your mind. Familiar imagery of a living city, flexing and shifting. You see this odd architecture, both ancient but beautiful and alien in ways that you've never really seen, except for glimpses of the first excavation you saw. You see imagery of this massive, flexing, in some ways still in stone, in some ways flesh and breathing, city ship entity gliding through the astral expanse. And you sense the Tomb Takers trudging through the snow, satchels half full with necessary gathered components, and a devious intent leading them. Your vision comes back to you, and just as you gather your thoughts, all of a sudden, you feel something being pulled from you, some odd cold takes grasp inside the center of your chest and your soul and your spirit, and you fall to your knees and start coughing uncontrollably. Then you kind of stand up and a little winded, but you're okay.
We run to
Jess?
Jester.
Yeah, I rush over.
What happened? What happened? What
Grab
happened?
her.
Okay.
What happened? What happened in there?
They're bringing the Tomb Takers. They're bringing back the city. The bad city.
How did you know that?
I don't know. The statues told me.
They just told you that? How do they know?
I don't know. They said give something and they'll give me something in return.
What did you give?
I don't know.
Have the statues changed?
No.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, you all right?
How do I feel?
Do magic or something. Do a cantrip.
Well, I want to get away from this circle first. Okay?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
We walk a ways away. Come over here.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do a spell or something.
Start simple.
Did we see the eyes glow?
I'm gonna try to just do a sacred flame.
Okay.
Okay.
It happened.
Okay.
That's good.
Do you feel okay? Do you feel?
Yeah, it felt like something cold left me, but I don't know what it was.
Caduceus?
Yeah.
Beauregard.
Yeah?
Pretty decent passive perception. I mean, you all look tired. You're all exhausted. This journey has been tough physically. There's something about Jester that just looks a little more, I don't know, mature.
Huh.
Like,
She looks older.
I'm gonna.
older or just white? Like she's seen
A
some
little
more
older.
I think they. I'm gonna just get right up.
You smell a little.
Fuck you!
Well, just like a little.
Yeah, like Noxema.
Have her
Like moth.
have her horns changed at all? Have her horns changed at all?
They've grown a little bit longer, yeah.
What is it?
I think they took some of your life away.
They took time.
How much? How much time?
Not a lot.
I mean, enough that I can see it.
Like when you see an old friend a few years later, and it's been a bit.
It's me, Tony!
Does my face look? Are my cheekbones more pronounced? My mom always said as I got older, I would have more pronounced cheekbones.
You look excellent.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
About a year or two, is that what it looks
a
like?
little more than that.
Should go into the circle
You'd say
again,
estimate
ask
between
how long.
4 or 5 years.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Well, good job. You're like a tiefling, and they've got a little extra time, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay.
That's no big deal. Wow.
Well, we have some confirmations.
That was worth it. That knowledge was worth it, right? Now we know beyond all certainty that we need to stop the Tomb Takers. I mean, I know we knew we needed to, but now we know we needed
Is
to.
there anything worth
Knowing?
asking still?
We could ask what's at A2.
How do we stop Molly?
You guys are
What's he
We could ask
getting
where
an
do we
A
losing
fine?
5 years of your life.
What all'd you do?
Oh, yeah. Dagon can go.
No, I mean, what all'd you do? And he points. He points back in the opening, and they're gone. In the conversation you guys were having about this, the moment you all took your eyes off of it,
Only.
Shit.
the circle has vanished.
I'm sorry. I hope my question was good enough.
No, that is an excellent
Yeah.
That was a
question.
good question.
You did great.
You're winging it.
Did it hurt?
I mean, it made me cough. It felt like empty for a second. But I feel kind of normal now.
That was a hell of a question with
It felt
no
what?
warning.
Wow.
How did it feel?
You know, like cold. You know that moment in The Little Mermaid when Ariel's singing and
We
she
all know it
loses?
well.
It's
No.
like that.
Don't know that at all. Thought you
Ursula's a
said you felt empty for a moment.
I did.
Huh.
For a second.
Huh. Okay.
Something that can be reversed.
Got her, boys.
I don't.
I think when you buy something, you pay for it.
Also, she looks fine. We've all seen her mother.
You look pretty good.
My mom's
Is
great.
Stan, your mother is a beautiful woman. You're a beautiful woman. She's
Sharpen that a little bit. It's nice.
Caleb, you would know in your studies that there are ways to reverse such powerful ancient magical aging to that degree, but that magic is extremely powerful and extremely rare.
It was worth it.
Okay. And the Tomb Takers are halfway.
Better move.
It's interesting to, as you kind of play over the vision in the head of, like, beyond just them traveling, the visions of them carrying many things. Not specifically, but you saw them gather one threshold crest from where you encountered them. But from what you were shown, you sense that they were bearing numerous things amongst them.
Bearing, not
Do you
bearing.
think?
Bearing.
Did it seem like when I saw it that was the future, or that was what was happening now?
It seemed
Is there any
current.
way? Current. Wow. How'd they get so much stuff so quickly?
Maybe, well, I mean, we saw a vision of Molly when we were still outside of Zadash.
They've been
But
here.
also, what
They've been
did
here for
you
a while.
ask? You asked, what do they want,
I
right?
said, what are they trying to bring back?
So that it showed you what they are trying to do. So maybe they haven't succeeded.
yeah,
at all
I don't
that.
think they
haven't
have.
succeeded.
They're on their way there.
But this does answer the question that they're not just looking for threshold crests. They're looking for
Lots of things.
lots of things. Probably anything holding some of this ancient archaic energy.
Whatever's holding the city back. Mm-hmm. I don't even necessarily know if they know what they're calling. I didn't get the
well, yes. As we
feeling that
discussed,
they really thought about this.
are they pawns or are they more?
And will they listen to reason?
They believe they're going home. You ever stood between anybody when they think convinced that they're going home?
Yes.
Their real home?
Yes.
It's not pretty.
No. No, it's not.
Are they spying on us right now, Ford?
I don't think I still have a. I'll summon the sword. You see invisibility.
Because it has been an additional day, yeah. Glancing about at the moment, you don't see anything. Make a perception check.
At disadvantage.
8.
Yeah. Don't see anything.
Maybe now you'll get like different targeted ads, like mortgage refinancing and like Peloton and stuff now instead of.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I was getting kind of bored with the old ones. So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you look beautiful. You don't look that much different to me. I just don't like you losing time.
It's okay.
Just as long as that's all.
This is good. This is helpful. I think.
We should also talk to Vash.
We are moving.
Yeah, we should get going. Yep.
All right, y'all find what you're looking for?
Sure.
Sadly.
Yes.
All right. Haven't met a group so eager to poke the badger before. And he starts making his way onward the path you were taking.
Some badgers need
This
poke.
way on.
But beyond that, the rest of the day's journey is fairly uneventful. As you all prepare yourselves to bed down for the night, you have about 2 days, a little under 2 days travel, with one more flight the following day. That'll take it to just about one, a little over one.
We lose a point of exhaustion?
You do after a night's rest, yes.
That's good.
So, you lose a point of exhaustion. Yasha, you're good now.
Okay. What does the 1 point of exhaustion do as opposed to the 2?
That's disadvantage on ability checks. 2 is speed halved.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Woof. Uh-oh.
Still not great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you're making up the time with the flight, which is good.
Okay.
This is the night where we can talk to the head again.
Oh, yeah.
I've got some questions, but I'm happy to game this out once it's time.
Can we do this by the fire?
Yeah, let's figure it out while we walk
Maybe
and
we
talk.
can do it in the tower.
Yeah.
End of day.
Walk and talk.
Yeah, yeah.
Walk and talk. We're walking and talking.
All right, you guys are walking and talking.
Yeah.
Dagon's far enough ahead that you probably want to wait till he's probably out of earshot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, right. He doesn't want to know.
Just throwing it out there again.
He'll scramble the brain again.
A little more trauma. It's just.
All right. So what would you ask?
I want to know if they know that they're bringing back the city. I want to know how she emptied Lucian.
Mm-hmm.
How? What? And that's, I don't know.
The questions we asked her before was, what do the tattoos mean? What is the book? Something went wrong with Molly. What happened? What does to Alpha Homeward Bound mean? What does it mean to be a Nonagon?
Did she actually answer any of those questions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Obtusely.
Obtusely.
We want to know what's at A2,
Right.
and what are these items that they're.
Oh, right. Maybe we should ask if we should bother with A2 or if we should go straight to Aor proper.
Her answer to what does it mean to be a Nonagon was, Nonagon is a vessel, a key to Cognosa.
Oh, right.
The one to free the Somnovum.
Jesus.
Well, that Somnovan is maybe the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
But if she knows that, then she'll know what they need to get the city back, at least.
She did answer to what does to Alpha mean in Homeward Bound. I am uncertain. Many pieces lay strewn city to city.
Pieces.
So we got that to Alpha were the city pieces, but
They're collecting the pieces of the puzzle. They don't
why
actually
don't
know
we
how to
ask
do
her
what they're
is
doing.
needed to unlock the Somnova?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
We can also try, well, we don't have any ivory, do we? Do you have any ivory, Caleb?
Let me look through my equipment. I don't think so.
Is there a rule about the components? Is it like if it has a worth of like gold pieces, then you can't use your focal point or something? Is that what the rule is?
If it has a gold piece value, that means you can use your focus, but you still have to have that component with you. The idea is your focus is used in place of other non-monetary valued components.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We can use a residuum.
Yes.
Didn't we use all that already?
No, we have 200 gold worth of residuum left. And there's always legend lore, which we
There's
could
always
do.
legend lore.
And really ask the Wild Mother or the Traveler, like, what is known
kind of-
about.
What I'm thinking, I think maybe
Big risk.
well, between things like that and maybe a few message spells. Matt, do I know anything? Like, is cognosa in Somnovum, like, an equivalent of our Latin root? Is it something that I would maybe know, like, the root wordage of?
Roll a
Being
history
from-
check.
We can message the library.
Cobalt
Go
Soul?
30.
Yeah?
That's what I'm thinking. If I can message the library, potentially for
Still with disadvantage because you still haven't.
Because we're still
Because you still have a point of exhaustion.
No,
That's what happens.
But I love you.
That's what happens when you fuck with
She didn't work in high school, did it?
no, it was a natural 20, but instead I'm gonna have to go with a dirty 20.
Okay. Unfortunately, you can't recall in your studies anything that you can attribute specifically to the
I can't even
The
be
verbiage,
like,
the root
oh,
words.
it's ju- no, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the city in the Somnovum is the
Key
to free the Somnovum.
the one to Nonagon is a vessel. Key to Cognosa, the one to free the Somnovum. Also, I was writing very quickly, so there might be some words missing.
In the cognosa.
You would remember
Which bit?
if there were words missing from what she's saying. I think, right?
That's right. No, she got it.
Yeah.
Is that more or less it? Any
Yeah.
like key factors?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could ask your people.
Yeah, we could
You
send a
got people.
message.
You got people to read the book.
You could write down exactly what you want me to say so I don't fuck it up.
Okay. I guess while we're walking.
Sure.
Okay.
Out of earshot of Dagon.
Out of earshot of Dagon. Let's.
Look, this is all. We're not talking about Vesterogno right now.
I don't think he wants to know any of it.
talk about other stuff while I think about this.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
Walking and.
Make our way while this happens.
25 words,
Yeah.
right?
How many questions do you get?
5, I think.
5 total. And we have 3 now, or 4? We have a lot.
I've got 3-ish.
Hey, are we ever going to ask questions of that poor sap that I chopped his head off?
Oh,
Oh, I'd forgotten.
wait, who was that?
He was, he was just a dude that was like probably standing guard or something that died.
Yeah, we probably can ditch that head.
About him.
Okay.
Or
Because
if
we
you
were
wanna
gonna
throw that
ask,
head
like-
out into the snow. Or we can keep it for the time being.
Yeah, sure. It's just getting really interesting in the bag.
Okay. So have we rolled
For the day?
for the next day? Because you guys
My
have.
turn?
Yeah.
4.
The weather is clear, and despite the still chilly wind, passage is safe. Right.
All right. Yes. So we should do another flight.
Sure.
Really gain some time. It's just a matter of if we want to send this message before we fly or after we fly.
Okay. Well, do they have a time limit on when they need to respond?
Pretty quickly.
Well, let's fly, and I'll think about it while we fly.
Okay.
All right. So, utilizing your same arrangement, your trio of giant eagles lift up the rest of your troop and make your way onward in the direction that you continue to go. After the hour is done, you all come back down onto the frozen surface and continue on trekking. So, during the rest of that journey, you begin to develop the question you wanted to ask. And you continue walking as it's developed.
Walking in a circle now.
Yep. Just got the one side. As the day draws colder and darker, you eventually prepare yourselves to bed down what I assume, once again, is in the 9-sided tower. So you gather your things and make your way to what is the final night to rest before reaching your destination the following day.
Okay.
Now, as you are all preparing for the night's rest, what are you doing?
Let's talk to a head and then send a message to some librarian.
We should just excuse Dagon upstairs.
Yeah. Hey, Dagon.
You know what? Let's
what?
let's get you a nightcap. Jinx, Jellicle, Jangles, could you get Dagon here a sherry, an after dinner sherry? Have we had dinner? We've had dinner.
Sure,
Here's your sherry.
I'll take it. Come on up.
Tell Aesop to go up and walk on his back again, please.
Yes, please. And he's like floating his way up to his chamber.
Don't come down here. We're talking about secret things.
Works for me. He shoves off for his night of sherry and back biscuits.
That sounds like a good night.
Yeah, it does. I could use that.
Yeah.
So, city.
I would die.
Okay.
How did you empty Lucian?
Yeah.
What is needed to unlock Somnovum?
What is needed to unlock Somnovum?
Somnovum?
Is there anything else? I've got about 5 words left.
What is
I
that?
don't know what your
A2?
question
Forgot
is
so
yet.
far.
What are they looking for at A2?
Not what are they looking for?
No, no, no,
Do
no.
they need anything from A2?
Oh, right.
Do they need anything from A2?
I have from Expositor Lionette, pursuing Deep in Islecross, pursuing Eyes of
What is
Nine.
she looking for?
Any information or etymology on words cognosa or somnovum, and I've got like 5 words left.
Okay. And my
She had it marked in the map, but if we
we have to
there's
give them
nothing
some
needed
way.
there, then-
so
Find someone who can send a message to you and let them know, because that's a lot of information. Otherwise, we can check back in the morning. You can say that. We'll check back in the morning.
Okay.
what was she looking for at?
That's a good idea. Pursuing.
Is there
Nine.
anything they need at A2?
Work fast. We'll check back in
Because
the
if
morning.
not, we won't go.
I love that.
Anything he needs
Busy work going on.
Yeah.
at A2?
In the meantime, I'm just going to ask Yasha to strum her harp for us. Just sort of.
For bardic inspiration.
Just to kind of like lighten the mood, because it's kind of tense tonight. I mean, we got Oldie over here, and these 2 guys are just writing everything.
He's gonna be touching my horns.
Caduceus,
I'm trying to figure out how much they've grown.
Slowly strumming.
Got like
great,
whiskers.
they actually, like,
Got like just a couple whiskers. Just pluck
I have
them.
whiskers. You have whiskers.
Accidentally clicked the wrong.
Does my horn jewelry still fit my horns?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I actually think the extra years looks great on you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I'm gonna send a message right now. To who am I sending it?
Eudolophan. We're going straight to the fucking top.
To Eudolophan. Sending the message.
From Expositor Lionette.
From Expositor Lionette.
5 questions.
You have 5 already.
Is that part of the message?
Well, I have 1. Did you know about the city?
We'll hold on this.
Hold on. Message.
We'll do this first.
Here we go.
From Expositor Lionette. Deep in Islecross.
Deep in Islecross.
Pursuing 9 Eyes.
Pursuing 9 Eyes.
Any information.
Or
etymology. On words. Cognosa. Or
Somnovum.
Work fast. We'll check back in morning.
Who's on Tal'Dorei Council?
Just squeeze it in there at the very end.
2 more questions.
I
was giving it time so that Eudolophan would be able to write down some of these things.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The response comes. Thank you for the information. I will pass this on to our archivists and see what we can find.
That's it for now.
Yep.
Right.
So far, is there anything he needs at A2? Did she know about the floating city?
Is that important?
Well, we can ask. And I don't know. We can ask her.
Yeah, she's got to know about the floating city.
We can ask her what Somnova is.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is Somnova? Nova. How did you empty Lucian? And that's 3 questions.
3. Why did you want to unlock Somnovum?
Why did you want to?
How did we beat Lucian?
Well, yeah, does it help us to know, like, how did Lucian kill you? Or, like, what sort of power does he have? Or
How would we stop them?
Feels
Maybe
like
she'll
if,
feel vengeful.
Feels
Maybe
like-
how do we stop them from succeeding?
like if she knew a weakness, she would have been able to exploit it.
I'm also curious, I don't know if this would help us in any way, but why does she keep doing this to him? To Lucian, you know? Why does he keep getting... They keep getting emptied?
I don't...
He might have only been emptied one time.
Maybe.
Maybe she just did it the once and he came
Maybe.
back, you know?
I have a question too, if there's room for it.
These things can change as the conversation goes
Well,
forward.
this is the priority, but if there's room, I have something unrelated to ask her.
Let me know. I mean, what is it?
I'd be curious to know if the Cerberus Assembly would tolerate the removal of Trent Ickathon.
That's a lot to write down. Let me know when we get there. All right, do we want to do this?
Let's do it.
All right. Set up the head and
should we probably put the head on top of one of the cats just so it
It feels like
it feels like it's alive?
gonna walk away.
Oh, good.
And I prefer focus and not.
Ooh, let's make the room like really dark and like only have light underneath our faces so we seem more intimidating.
Well, we're in the tower, so I just telepathically
Turn on the hue
make the
lights?
globules dim.
Hue lights.
And I put a big silver platter on a wide low table before the main fireplace in the salon for her head.
All right.
I want her head on a platter.
And with that, you have the dull, ghastly, lifeless head of Vesteragna.
Gross.
Lit rather macabrely at your disposal.
This may be the last time. What is Somnova?
As the head sits there resting. They are the minds of Cognosa.
Mines?
The mines.
The ones who orchestrated its escape and wish now to return.
I'm going off script.
Already?
Is that all right?
Sure.
Your spell.
Escape from what?
The destruction of Aeor. They betrayed their own city to ensure their survival.
Why did you want to bring back Somnova?
To become one of the minds is to receive the lost knowledge of the greatest magocracy in history.
We are collecting the keys to complete this. What do we need at A2?
It requires the means to come back. Enough crests to replace lost. We need found the storm.
I'm sorry, Caleb. I've got one more. Where must the ritual be completed?
The gate lies in the center of the city's ruin.
I think is that 5?
Center. That was.
And it slumps forward, face down, with a sickening flap.
It's going to burn it out eventually.
Yeah.
Put a cloth over the head.
There is one more call we could make. Essex could let him know everything. Everything.
That trouble's coming.
Okay.
What kind of trouble, what words to look up, what to research. There's no sense playing ridiculous political games right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to tell Essek that there is a potential way to plug into the greatest minds
Well,
of the arcane in all history.
I think we're a little more honest with him and tell him that that's absolutely not what this is. That's a lie. This is destruction. There's no knowledge in that thing. There's nothing to be learned from that kind of chaos. That's
What is
just
stopping it? What makes you think he doesn't already know all of this and isn't in pursuit of it himself? He's a dope-ass mage, just like she was.
Sneaky
I feel like he'd be out here already. But
Maybe he just has a few different pieces of the puzzle, and we've got the others.
we've convinced him to listen to reason once. That's all I have.
I honestly don't trust him enough.
Yeah, why is
Maybe we can tell him just enough.
We already know.
We need his help to stop the Tomb Takers, that the Tomb Takers are trying to bring back an entity that is
A city-sized entity that will
destroy
bring
everything.
chaos.
I mean, we already know that the Dynasty and the Empire are fighting for relics and knowledge from this place. We know that's why he's here. We just don't know the specifics.
I mean, what advantage would we give, though? Even if we say there's an enemy coming, that doesn't change anything. We need to take away, like, a key component of what they're looking for. Maybe there's a lodestone at Aeol. Maybe they need to remove it themselves. Take
Maybe he
the
can
key.
find the site. Maybe he can find another component before they do.
Yeah.
Lock it down.
Right. It's not so much defending the city or stopping them. Maybe they need to take the last piece and move.
I think it's foolish to ignore allies right now, even if they are shifty. This is all hands.
I'm not suggesting we ignore allies. I am just laying out the fact that we are in a rat race that we only know a part of the rules of.
Yes, if we pull him in, I don't want to whet his appetite for the same thing that Vess hungered for.
Agreed.
We have
Okay.
to bring him in, though.
I don't have enough words to really whet his appetite in that way anyway.
Wait.
Wait.
When I saw the vision of the city, did it feel as disturbing as it did when we saw it with Fukado? I always think avocado.
Yeah. Equally, if not more so. Even though the vision was but an instant, you felt a prolonged view. You sensed this bottomless hunger that seemed to emanate from it. You swear at one moment you saw a shifting piece of ethereal rock, like so many that just drift through the astral plane, draw near, for the island stretched like a pseudopod and consumed it and expanded ever so slightly. As you think back, you remember seeing the streets empty, but you could hear voices, hundreds of voices. Sourceless, whispering, screaming, non-stop. This nightmarish cacophony of torment and confusion and laughter and memory. And yet there were still minds amongst them that were stronger than the others. And you kind of shake your head. Like, the more you think back, the more kind of details click in from that vision, and it makes it even more terrifying.
I imagine it's one of those things that take root, that you can't shake it once you've seen it.
Celeste wanted her own consciousness to be uplifted, to be joined with. It's like their souls have become light.
I don't think she understood the nature of this thing.
I don't either, but
She thought that when
She longed for
it came back, she would be a even more powerful maid,
Yeah,
right?
There's no coming back from this thing. It's in my head, and there is no. There's no coming back from this thing. It can't be.
the vision had hundreds or thousands of voices commingling together, but a few stronger within. Maybe they are the eyes of nine.
Yeah.
Maybe it is every person who ever lived in the city, and it's ruling nine. And there's an offer to the Nonagon to join the club.
Or at least they think so.
Yeah.
We have to stop it.
Group of mages thought that they were, I don't know, saving their city, and instead they damned it to insanity and an eternal astral sea.
I think perhaps you're too kind to their intentions.
Did she give us any concrete thing to look for at A2?
No. Another just...
Crests?
She said more crests, right?
But she didn't say any other type of item, so it's just crests that we know of.
I think it's probably more, but and again, it's not like she can't lie or not know. So the trouble with this is they can say whatever they like. Do your best to gain trust, but it's a crapshoot.
How many days are we away from A2?
One day.
One day.
Be there tomorrow.
One day. More.
I'm going to stick my head out and just for giggles, poke locate creature to see if Lucian's within 1,000 feet.
Ooh.
You're gonna peep your head out of the tower first, right? They would have had to travel pretty fast to.
Yeah, they would.
Well, as you lean outside of the entrance, your mind reaching out magically for the possible presence of Lucian, the Nonagon. In the cold wind that's blowing, the lightless night, you sense nothing.
I pop back in. It's either very, very much ahead of us or reasonably behind us.
Right.
Should I send a message to Essek?
Yes.
Saying what? Just bad
let
guys
him
are
know.
coming.
Bad guys are coming.
Find a crest and hide it.
Yeah.
They're going to summon something dangerous, and it's going to be bigger than we can anyone can handle.
We have to stop them.
And
Yeah.
Okay.
People are here. They are not the Empire. They are not the Dynasty. They are outsiders. And all we know is they are dangerous, which is the truth.
Okay. Send a message to Essek.
All right.
We should hit 8-2 tomorrow.
that's one word.
There's a group of villains on the way. We have to stop them, Essek. They plan to release something terrible.
Well, you portend something frightful. I have my responsibilities, but if I can be of aid, please let me know. I trust your guts.
He says he'll help if we need him. I'm going to go to bed.
Okay.
We are exhausted.
The rest of you as well?
Yeah. I'm going to make my way over to Jester's room.
Okay.
And knock on the door.
She goes to bed at 8 o'clock now because
Yeah, 6 o'clock. Early dinner.
I hear the game show network inside the room.
I'm asleep.
Oh boy.
Gave up sugar today, did you know?
see her teeth.
Hello?
Just
Hello?
gumming it. I was really worried about you when you fell.
Yeah.
This suddenly feels far more serious than I thought it might be.
I know. I can't get the image of it out of my head. It's scary.
What do you think will happen?
I think if they bring it back, it will absorb everything it can. It felt like all of the people that lived there, like they were part of the city now, like they could never escape. It felt like a hell. It felt like torment.
And we have to stop it, right?
Yeah.
I may have a problem.
What is it?
I saw you standing on that pillar, and it was the first time where I kept myself from trying to stop something that was happening to you, and I didn't do anything, and it's bothered me.
You couldn't have done anything, Ford. It was in my head, you know?
Yes. I don't want you to gamble with yourself. I know we were playing and it didn't seem like much, and it seems to have exacted a pretty serious toll. All I'm saying is I want you to be careful as we do this. I don't think we'll be the spectators that we thought we might be.
Okay.
I want to come out of this and be able to go back to the sea and go back to Nicodranus and go back to where it's warm and not fucking freezing, and...
Me too.
I just don't know if that's... I don't feel as optimistic now.
Me neither. But I'll try to be safe. And you should too. But if it comes down to it, if it means stopping that thing, I want to stop that thing.
I told your mother I would look after you.
Yeah, we'll be fine, Ford. We always are.
I care very much for you.
Really? Is it because I have chiseled cheekbones now?
It's the longer horns.
Yeah, it really does it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Gives you an intimidating look. And I pull her in. Can I kiss you? I kiss her. I don't know how this will go. But I can't promise that I'm gonna let you just throw yourself at this thing. I don't think I can do that.
I don't have an argument. Kissing is a lot more fun when you're not dying.
Oh, and not when you're underwater drowning.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do with myself anymore.
I've wanted to do it for a while. I'm kind of a big coward.
No, Ford, you're very brave.
I am very brave, aren't I?
You are.
I feel a bit better.
Me too.
Are we sure we have to go fight this city?
We have
could
to
just
go
leave.
fight the city.
Maybe
We
stay
have
in
to
the
fight it,
tower.
Ford.
We could get cats and just flee.
We have to fight it.
All right. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night, Ford.
I'll leave.
I'll just go lay in bed and hold up my little unicorn figurine and fall asleep holding it.
I don't sleep much.
As the rest of you find sleep in your corresponding chambers, closing the final night before your arrival at the second Aeorian excavation. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here in a few minutes to pick up from there.
Love is real.
Yep. You did it! The guy who never said he'd roleplay romance initiated. I'm proud of you, buddy. I know.
5 years. Look at that.
This is character growth. Like, I'm not talking about Ford. I'm talking about Travis.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hiding his face.
I know.
It's good. It's good.
And how was it?
It's great.
Alrighty, we'll see you guys back here in a few minutes.
Hey critters, Laura Bailey here. Let's see what's up in the Critical Role shop. I mean, the Traveler always says impulse purchases are a good decision. It's perfect for the home or the office or your bathroom. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Ooh, look at this. Look at the details. Ooh. These holidays, you know, they're just around the corner. So click on over to the Critical Role shop. Don't worry, there's a few more minutes in the break. You still got time.